So former aide to Donald Trump is being quoted in a new book. Trump says former aide Steve Bannon lost his mind after explosive comments were published. So there was some. Here's what Steve Bannon said. He said President Trump's former chief strategist Steve Bannon has portrayed his former boss as wholly unprepared for the presidency, predicting President Trump's administration could unravel a special counsel, as special counsel Robert Mueller finds evidence of money laundering. So, even though, while accusing Donald Trump Jr. of treason over a 2016 meeting in Trump Tower with Russian officials, that's according to explosive excerpts from a new book, Fire and Fury, by journalist Michael Wolff, made public on Wednesday. Fire and Fury is what Trump said about North Korea. Right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So Bannon, I guess, said to Wolff, and Wolff printed, that he thought that meeting with Don Jr. at the Trump Tower with that Russian, just a Russian lawyer, was treasonous. Well, if it was, they would have I don't know. This sounds to me like Bannon has got a bug up his ass about Trump, and he's just trying to shit on him. And because if that was, first of all, no one thinks that was treason anymore. No one thinks that was treason. They had a meeting with a lawyer not connected to the Russian government. She wanted to get a different deal done. She wanted to lobby Trump Jr. with a Russian lawyer who wasn't even connected to the Kremlin, as far as we can tell. Nobody can show me. And I thought everybody was off that already. I thought that was all, they had a meeting with someone. They didn't have any information. They walked out of the meeting.
Well, yeah, and definitionally, it wasn't treason.
No.
I mean, you could, if you want to make a moral judgment, you could say it was shady or it was unethical or it was, I mean, that's your business, but it wasn't definitionally treason.
They were going to get opposition research from a lawyer, a Russian lawyer in the United States, and she was a lawyer in Russia, and they said they had some dirt on Hillary Clinton. They got there, they realized they didn't have anything, and so they were going to do opposition research, and everybody's saying, you can't do that. You can't get opposition research from somebody in Russia. Well, the Hillary Clinton campaign hired a spy from England to do exactly that. What did he do? He contacted people inside the Kremlin to get dirt on Donald Trump. That's where the dossier came from. He collected it from Russian spies. He collected it from Russian intelligence officials inside the Kremlin. He got it from people. So it's okay for the Clinton campaign to contact people literally inside the Kremlin to get dirt on Donald Trump. But if Donald Trump Jr. goes to a meeting at the Trump Tower with a Russian lawyer who's not even connected to the government, somehow that's true. So I think Bannon, if that was treason, they would be prosecuting him.
Well, and that's what's interesting here with the way this is unfolded in the news media this week. And Kyle Kulinski pointed this out really well, and we have those tweets here. Everybody kept saying, oh, and even Steve Bannon's calling it treason. And look at this, Steve Bannon. The real story, the real scoop is the fact that Trump's right-hand man is pretty much saying, yeah, money laundering was going on.
Yeah.
Oligarchs were cooperating, something we've been saying for a year and a half now.
So that's what we've been saying. We've saying, of course, all oligarchs are corrupted. Dylan Ratigan pointed that out, that they all take payoffs. Paul Manafort's working with John Podesta's brother, Tony Podesta, the Podesta Foundation. They're all working together, getting money from the Ukraine. And Dylan Ratigan has pointed out that if you believe Trump is corrupted, which he probably is, money laundering and all that stuff, you have to believe that Barack Obama is taking payoffs from the financial industry and the health care industry to not have a functioning financial sector or healthcare sector. And Hillary Clinton was doing weapons deals. And you got to believe that. If you can't believe one without the other, is what Dylan says. So they're all corrupt. And so now Steve Bannon says that the real story is that they're going to get him on money laundering, which they're all doing, which is what we said. They're going to get him on money. You put an investigator on anybody in Washington, they're going to find a crime. That's what they did with Bill Clinton. They started investigating Whitewater, some real estate deal. They end up talking about jizz on a dress. And what's the meaning of is? Him having an affair with another grown adult. He had a sexual encounter with another grown adult. He was questioned about it in court. Why? What does that have to do with the land deal? Nothing. So that's what happens. That's why they got rid of that special prosecutor. They brought it back for Trump. And so now they're going to find something. Here's what Kyle Kulinski says. Kyle Kulinski, I'll read it to you. He says, everybody buried the lead in the Bannon story. He called Don Jr.'s meeting treasonous, but there's no way Mueller actually gets anybody for treason. He's right about that. Bannon said, quote, this is all about money laundering. Those are less sexy charges, but they might actually stick, and that's huge news. So we agree that we think that's going to happen.
Yeah, because it's coming considering the source, right? This isn't just like people speculating that are like, yeah, these are corrupt oligarchs. Of course there's money laundering. This is his right-hand guy, Steve Bannon, saying, yeah, they're going to find this, and that's going to blow this all open.
Here's one more tweet from Secular Talk Kyle Kulinski. He says, if Trump's former right-hand man is saying money laundering is plain as the hair on your face, that's big. Trump and Kushner's shady business deals and mob connections might actually take them down. It's, of course, not Russia collusion treason, but it's real crimes. Yep. So there you go. So that's there's the real story. The story is money laundering, like we've said. If that was treason, why wouldn't they charge him with treason? Why would they try to get him impeached over money laundering? Why wouldn't they just... I'm all for prosecuting anybody for treason. I'm all for prosecuting Trump for whatever crime he's committed. But if that was really treason, why don't they prosecute him for that? Right? Can anybody answer that? Nobody can, right? Okay. So there's your story. There's your Secular Talk wrapping it up correctly. And like we said, all these oligarchs are corrupt. I'm sure Trump has shady business deals. Paul Manafort was laundering money and not registering as a foreign agent, just like Tony Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign manager's brother.
Do we need a year and a half of hysteria to know that oligarchs are corrupt and launder money? Do we need that?
No. So we went through a year and a half of a Red Scare now, and we're going to keep going. This won't end until Trump's impeached or whatever. They'll keep doing this. They're doing it right now.
Oh, yeah. It's not...
Okay. Please make sure you're subscribed. I'm not kidding. If you're not, if you think you are, you probably aren't. February 16th, that's a Friday. That's our next live show in Burbank, California. It's a Friday, February 16th. Link for tickets right there. See you then. Thanks for your support.